everybody, welcome to Cosetta's Place. It's finally a sit and sip. Yay! I haven't done one of these in a while. I've missed doing them. And for those of you who don't know what a sit and sip is, what I do when I have a sit and sip, I make tea. Normally I'm in the kitchen and I show you and I heat up the water and I do all the process of making a pot of tea, but right now I don't have that space to do that. So I have my tea ready and I will, show y'all when I'm drinking and all that. And then I give a little meeting of telling you what I'm up to, like what I'm going to be doing in the rest coming up year, my plans as far as the YouTube channel is, and the things I'm doing now, and just kind of give you an overview of what's up on Cosetta's Place. And they're usually a little bit longer videos. So if you're used to them little, 2 and 5 minute videos or 10 minutes or something, this one is going to be usually a little longer. So hopefully you'll stick around. So first, let's see what tea I'm going to be drinking. I am going to be making, it's called Purple Rain. It's a loose leaf tea. Look at this little purple things in there. And this was given to me in some Happy Mail from Karen and Brian Green over at Fiber Hearts. I'll link their channel below. They're an awesome couple. They are so funny. And so y'all got to go check them out. And I put this in my little teapot already and it's already steeping. So let's see how it, comes out. This is the pot I'm using. It's the combination of the teapot on the top and the mug is on the bottom, and it separates. So I got it's in here. Let me take the cup off. I don't want it to. And it's in here. And let's see if y'all can see all it's really purple too. I don't know if y'all can. I'm gonna move it down so y'all can see. Hold on. Isn't that cool? I try to go slow. Okay. So I'm hoping that is ready to go. I'm gonna pour it in my cup. And see how it turns. Let's see if it's purple. Oh, look, it's purple. Isn't that awesome? Oh, wow. That is so cool. Oops, that is so cool. Okay. Wow. Let me see this. Okay, I added a little sugar. I didn't put any lemon in it this time. And I did taste it. And it tastes good. That is so good. It's so cool that it's purple. Okay. Oh, that's delicious. I really like that. I'm not sure where they got it from. I know they said it on one of their episodes, is they were drinking it themselves, but I can't remember. So, it's so good. Okay, so let me get one more sip and then we will get to work. Oh, that is good. Okay, I got my little clipboard. This is a clipboard I made years ago with my niece and nephew on it. Isn't it a cute? But anyway, for what am I wearing? I'll do that first. This it's a capelet. It just comes right up to the elbow. I made this from Karina Anna Crochet, her tutorial. This is her little design, and it is so cute. And there's different ways that you can wear it. And but I'm wearing it off the shoulder right now. And so it's made out of cotton. It's a cotton blend, I believe. But I love it. And of course, the top underneath, this is my design, my summer top design I just came out with. And that's available at my website down below in the description box, and the pattern with a tutorial. Okay, now here we go. Okay, the things that I am currently doing. So for this year so far, this is April of 2020, and so far I have continued with my calendar cow, and this is the year of the hat. So I'm making a hat for every month of this year using an Alaska calendar, using the colors to inspire the pattern and the color of the hat. And there's several people, actually there's a bunch of people who are joining in make it on the calendar, on the cow, which I think is awesome. And I do have pictures. I'm gonna make a video. If it's not out already, I'm gonna be making a video of the pictures people have sent me of the things they've made. And it's not necessarily have to be a hat. It could be anything, but be using a calendar. You can use the calendar I'm using, or you can use one of your own. But most people are using the one that I put pictures on of each month on here on YouTube, and then on my Facebook group if you wanted to go along with us. And so if that video was already out, I will link it down below showing the things people have made. If not, you can keep an eye out for it. Okay, so that is the calendar cow. I'm also doing I have a MakeNine list. And on that list, I have 9 things is my goal to make for this whole year. It can take the whole year to make it. There's no rush, no stress. And there's things I really want to make, and I'm giving myself, the whole year to get it done. And I am up, I think I've completed 3. Yeah, I'm on my 4th item now, I believe. It's 3 or 4. And all these things have a playlist if you wanted to go back and see what I've made already. If you go to my videos on my channel, in the playlist, like the calendar cow, they'll all be in there. You can go see what, what the calendar and the things the hats I've made so far. The MakeNine also, you can go see what I've made already, and things like that. So each category kind of has its own playlist, so I can keep track of everything. And you all can see, if you want to go back and look. And for the calendar cow, I did one last year, so that one's marked, of course, what was last year? 2019. So there's another one, calendar cow 2020 for the new one. Okay, so anyway, back to the MakeNine. I am, like I said, currently trying to work on, I think, number 4. But I am enjoying doing that too. And people are sending me pictures of their MakeNine lists. That would be awesome too. If anyone wants to send me their list, I did mine like a collage and to show all 9 things together. If you want to send me that, I might do a video on those and show everybody's MakeNine lists. So, and if you send me your picture, that means you give me permission to put it on YouTube or on Instagram as to show. Okay, so let me get a sip, y'all. That's really good. Then I am also currently still doing the state granny square blanket, and I started it last year. And then with the traveling, I got a few more done, and people had been sending some in, but I hadn't had a lot of time to work on it so far this year. But I am going to be. I'm planning on it probably May or June, really getting back into getting that, make sure it's all up to date. And what that is, if you don't know, is you can send me a granny square representing your state, your country, your town, anything about you. And it needs to be, it can be a 5 by 5 square. It can be larger. It's not a problem. because some of mine are even larger, but the normal one is 5 by 5 square. And we're going to be putting together, my friend Lenore is going to help me put them together in my blanket. I already started putting it together, but I'm not just happy with it. I want it to look better, because it's something special, because it's from you all. And I'm making squares to go in it too, from the states that I went through. And so I want it to be nice. So yeah, so if you have a square you want to make up and send to me, my address is in the description box below. And then and that has a playlist. You can go back and see the ones I have that were sent in so far, if you want to check those out. And yeah, and we'll just go from there. Okay. Now, let's see, what else am I doing? Oh, the current things I'm doing now, on the current things, I am doing YouTube tips. And I've done a few of those, I think maybe 4 or 5 at this point. And I'm hoping that they're helpful. They're not as professional looking as I would really like them to be. So I hope that y'all can understand and see what I'm showing you. Hopefully I can make them a better quality once I get that figured out. And it's just little tips that I use since I've started doing my own channel, and things like I didn't know how to, paste the link. I didn't know where do you go to put it? Where do you find, things like that. And I thought that might help other people who are doing podcasts or who are thinking about it. And just for, information about YouTube things that I find out. And could be other people if I find a good source of another YouTube channel or something like that has information on it, I'll link that in that video also. And so I just thought it would be something that would help the newbies coming. So that's what I needed when I started. But so that's YouTube tips. And let's see. I am also doing I calling it Wasilla Making, and that is me learning new stuff. I don't have a lot in that playlist right now. I think the main thing I have in there is where I learned to do some weaving, loom weaving, when I was in Canada. And Lenore showed me how to do it, and I even made a tutorial on it. And that's pretty cool for me. And so I want to do some different things like that. And it might not always be yarn related. It could be just like when I milked a goat and made soap, goat milk soap. That's definitely something new. So I put that in that playlist too. It's just something that's new that I'm doing. And I made soap, and it was so cool. And actually she sent me the soap I made, because you have to let it sit for like a really long time. So I just got it in the mail, and it smells so good. So I'm gonna be looking for different things I'm gonna be learning, or just showing something new. That might not be crochet related, but most of the time it will be. So if you have any ideas of some things I can do that would be fun, and that is possible for me to do, put it in the description box, and I'll write a list of things and see what I can come up with, and stuff like that. I am also starting to do how-to tutorials, which is like if someone wants to know how to make a granny square, like I said, they're a beginner, they don't know how to do it. I'd like to do a video on how to make a granny square. And so if you all are seeing more of those types coming up, if you already know how to do the things, then it's just for like people who don't know, or sometimes I find a different technique on something that is, everybody knows how to do, or, just about. And I have a different technique I might use to do it. So I hope those will be helpful to people. And you know, because that's what I like. There's certain things that I like to make, and I'm like, and not everyone's technique is the same, like how they explain it, or because there's something I went to learn how to do, like corner to corner. I went and learned how to do it with another tutorial, but I went through several till I got the one that I understood, and I'm like, well, that was easier. That person did it this way, and they explained it a different way, and it was easier. So I had to search for the person that the way I understood it. So so that's why I figured just another way of explaining how to do it. Someone might help somebody else. So that's what all those tutorials are about. And one of the things I'm doing now, especially this year, I have been designing patterns, and it has been so cool, and I appreciate you all so much. Y'all just, you know, check out my patterns, and it's been a true blessing. And so I'm about to try to make things that I think y'all would be interested in. Either it's something I've worn and you've asked, like this top, you know, because I was wearing it and y'all asked for a pattern. And there's patterns that I have made up like years ago, but I never wrote it out. Like that cardigan, my new beginnings cardigan. That was something I made several years ago, you know, a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago, something like that. But I just now, you know, wrote it up and got it out there. And so I have a few more things, you know, brewing in my mind. And so just keep an eye out for more, you know, designs if you are interested. Now, those are all the things I'm doing currently. The things I want to plan on doing in the future, in the coming up, you know, next few months. I am going to get back to doing a tea related video. Last year was Year of the Teas, and where y'all sent in tea, and I mailed out tea to people, and it was just, I did tastings. I told her what it tasted like, and all this kind of thing. So I want to go back to doing something tea related for this year. I'm not sure when it'll be. Probably might be May, might be June. Just depends. And but I'm not exactly sure, you know, exactly when that's going to start. And it'll be time for tea. I didn't put my name in it this time. So it'll be time for tea. So y'all keep an eye open for those videos. Something I was thinking about I want to do is people are reading on their channel, and you know, different types of books and things like that. And for my Star Trekkies, I want to start reading a Star Trek book, but I have to look into, you know, details. Lenora found out some information for me, but I have to remember what she said. But once I get all that straight, it might not be like I'll be able to read it straight through, you know, but maybe I'll do some fun things with different chapters. Maybe I'll read a section and have some trivia and some giveaways for my Trekkies. And it'll be yarn related, because I want to try to make something you know, to go with that theme and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't really figured out exactly how I'm gonna do, but that's what I want to do. So so look out for that, especially if you are a Trekkie, or if you have family members that are Trekkie, because it'll say it in the title. So that's one thing I want to try to do coming up, probably this summer. And then let's see. Also, what I want to do again, because I hadn't done it for a little while, is another traveling project. And for those of y'all who don't know what that is, I did traveling scarves last year, the year before, and it went over into the next year, you know, by the time they came in. But what I did with those, it was I would start a scarf, just a piece about that big, and I'd mail it to someone else. They add to the scarf, and they mail it to someone else, and it traveled around and came back to me. And I did several of those, and they came out so nice, and it was just so really cool idea, and I liked doing it. So this year I want to do another traveling project, but I don't know my details yet. It won't be the same, exactly the same as that one. But I'll let you know more of that when it comes up. So yeah, just we'll wait and see what I come up with. I have a couple of ideas, and but yeah, so the traveling projects. And then traveling, period. Well, with all the things going on now, of course, traveling isn't allowed until things start clearing up more. And some places are opening up borders and all that kind of stuff, or, all that. And, but I am hoping to be able to do some more traveling, or driving, or travel driving, and meet more of you like I did last year. That was so awesome. I am so glad I did that. I met so many awesome people, and that's what I would like to try to do again. But it's not like I'm moving anywhere. I'm just going to be traveling and meeting with you all and all that kind of thing. I don't know when it was going. Well, it's not. I don't know when it will be now because of all the things going on. And so whenever that does start to happen, I will let y'all know. And just go from there, because I just love meeting y'all. That was such a highlight of my year. And so yeah, so y'all keep an eye open for when the traveling starts. And the last thing I think I have on my list, let me see, I'm going at 20 minutes. They usually last a lot longer. I'm getting better at this, y'all. But the last thing on my list is I'm doing is over on Patreon. Now Patreon is it's like a way to support the podcasters or creators. And they have like little tiers, different tiers and all that. And you just join, and then, but there are also some things that are free. You don't have to join to see it. So I have a combination on mine. So if you decide to come over and watch some things, it'll say it's public or it's unlocked, and you can watch it. So over there, I am doing several things. I put all my patterns with the tutorial on Patreon, but that is that's a paid membership. But with the paid membership, you get all my patterns. You get behind the scenes of whatever is happening. I did behind the scenes of making the patterns. I did behind the scenes on things I'm thinking about doing. I'm telling you about it and the process or whatever. So you get get it. You can find out what's happening before things come over here. And then I also, let me see, I'm trying to think what else. And then I'll probably do some different types of videos over there, just to maybe more personal ones, more talking about what's going on, life updates, and maybe a little more things I don't discuss in other places. So those would be on the paid membership. But under what you can get just to come over and watch are my God stories that I started. I've only got one up right now, but I plan on making little, it could be a 5-minute or 10-minute videos talking about how God has, He's just been a blessing to me and all the miracles and all the awesome things and encouragements and all that in story form, just telling you what happened, and I plan on putting that over on Patreon. Like I said, you don't have to pay, you just watch. And so and all those links are down below, and you just click on it and it takes you right there, and then you pick the one that you would like to see. And if you decide to join, then I appreciate that too. So that is what I am up to currently. Let's see. So basically that is what I'm doing. I am, I didn't realize how much I was doing until I wrote it down. And, but I'm enjoying it. I really am. I love hanging out with y'all. I love all the feedback. Y'all just awesome folk. And, I'm going to continue as much as I possibly can to keep doing videos. And if y'all want to see, watch them, I'll make them. And I enjoy making all the different items and sharing with y'all, you know, how it comes about and things like that. So, but yeah, I think that is it. I don't think there's anything else I was going to tell you. That was a little short sit and sip, but I am enjoying this tea. I'm going to have to go and, you know, text Karen and Brian and tell them I finally got to try out their tea. Oh, sorry. It makes a lot of noise, y'all. That is so good. And it's purple. So, but yeah, so I guess that is going to be it for today. I enjoyed sitting and sipping with you all. I hadn't done it in a while, but I want to try to do, you know, at least 2 of these a year, 2 or 3 a year. And I used to do them once every month. But I wanted to, you know, keep you updated on what's happening and what's going on, and you know, and just go from there. But yeah. So all right. I guess that is it for today. I'll talk to you later and have a blessed day. I enjoy sitting and sitting. I